So that's it for our 10-minute follow along.
Gotta get stuff, bro.
Turn up side on the floor the whole time. Or not the whole outside, but try to touch the floor with the outside the whole time.
Seems today you've come to me for advice on confidence. How do you inspire yourself to move to the next level? Well, I've got some tips that I've been thinking about in the last few months. I really want you to dive in deep with me right now and get your confidence to a new level. And I feel like I really can help you because I feel like this is my specialty. I graduated from college with a degree in sports psychology, as well as spent the last few years really studying the inside of the mind and really dissecting how we can make an optimal brain setting so that you can be the most confident person you can be. Okay, point number 1. We need to recognize that situations aren't what they appear. Sometimes we add unneeded expectations onto ourselves, which place extra pressure on the outcome of whatever context we're in. In simple terms, this means that we feel we need to live up to expectations that we set on ourselves. And a lot of times these expectations aren't the end of the world. If we don't complete them, it's not the end of the world. But our rumination on these thoughts, these feelings, these anxieties, it usually snowballs out of control, and it's hard to get us back down centered. Sometimes we need to just realize things aren't as bad as they seem. We often put this extra pressure on ourselves by setting these high expectations. This can make us anxious and blow our worries out of proportion. What seems like a big deal might not actually be that serious. We're just adding the pressure on. And to show you that they're not that serious, think about the last time you had a game where you didn't meet the expectations of yourself. That could have been win the game. That could have been score 30 points. That could have been have 10 assists. That could have been make my coach proud. Now let's say that you didn't accomplish that goal. Now bring yourself to the present moment. Is that expectation that you didn't meet affecting you right now? Is it affecting your thoughts on who you are as a person in this present moment? Chances are the answer is no. And what I'm about to say has given me so much comfort in my own journey over the long period. Whether I just had 50 points or I just had 0 points, I'm still showing up at the gym the next day. Just fall in love with the process of improving, and none of these expectations that you set for yourself will hold as much value. I want to reiterate that whether we succeed or we fail, the work we put in still remains the same. Now I'm going to give you one more tip and keep this video fairly short so that you can remember what I've said. Point number 2 is focus on small improvements every single day, instead of trying to conquer the world in one day. People use the analogy, Rome was not conquered in a day all the time. Pay attention to the details of that. The process of Rome's expansion and conquest of the known world took several centuries. They took over the world by outlasting everybody else, waiting for opportunities to present themselves and then attacking. They expanded by long-term expansion, winning battles over a long period more than they lost. You can apply that to your own life. Just focus on winning today. Outlast your failures, and you will be successful.